To install an MPC server on your Cursor IDE, open Cursor. You'll be greeted with this screen, or you might have a project that's already open. It's okay. What you want to do is navigate to this cog icon, open Cursor settings right here. You click on that, and then you're greeted with this screen. Look down here to MCP. Click on MCP. And I already have the MPC server installed. So what you're going to want to do is click on this Add New Global MPC Server. And as you click that, you're going to paste in this JSON string. It's an object of objects. The root element is MPC servers. And then you've got your MPC server here. You can add environmental variables that are required by the MPC server. You have the command, which is the root command, and then any arguments that follow. Once you have this, save the file, close it, and restart. What you want to do is navigate back here and make sure that you get this sort of green dot. It looks like that means it's working. Now you're going to want to open up a new project, and this will get things started. Open up create a new directory, and then open that up. You're greeted with basically empty. Make sure you're in agent mode. Now you're going to want to make sure your screen, your AI screen, your chat window is available. It's right next to the cursor settings icon. So you want to click that to open up, and then make sure you're in agent mode. And then you can ask the AI, write a PubNub app, a chat app that has users and a presence indicator icon, like the green icon, when they are online. And that should be enough to get the agent started here. So you really want to just watch what the output is here on the screen, read through it, and it's going to ask for information. And it's going to ask your permission to do a lot of things. So this is where the PubNub MPC server comes in. You want to run your tool, and you'll sit here, and it's going to do its thinking process. It's going to start working, and it's going to ask you a question. What programming language are you planning to use? So let's say JavaScript. There we go. JavaScript. And you submit that. And now it's going to plan out. It might ask you a lot more things. So it's going to ask for more MPC runtime. We're going to run that again. You'll notice that it's going to start thinking. It's going to start coding. It's going to start sort of processing its ideas. So you're really just going to want to sit here, and it's not fully automated. It's going to ask your permission a lot of the steps, and it might ask follow-up questions. See, here we go. We've been asked to accept or reject, and so we are going to accept. So you have to keep paying attention, because it's going to ask you a lot of questions along the way. Oh, here's another one. And see, this time we have to accept over here. So it's, there's a lot of paying attention involved in this. So we're still processing here. It looks like this provides a solid foundation for your chat app. Let me know if any. So it looks like it's done. It looked like it did it. Okay. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take a look at some of the code just to see. We've got a PubNub, a user ID. Okay, so it's got a section here where I need to add my API keys. So what you want to do is ask the AI to add demo API keys into the PubNub object instance. Let's see if that helps. It might give me some demo API keys here. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. It did it. It did exactly what I was asking for. Here's the change. I'll accept the change, and we're good to go. So now it looks like everything's saved. What we can do is we want to open up that file now. So here we see we've got index.html. So we'll say open index.html, and this should bring up our app. Oh, excellent. It looks like it worked. Let's see. Hello, it worked. Okay, so what we can do is open up a second window with a second user. All right, I'm the second user. I should be able to send that message, and we see the second user's message came through. So that's it. We did it. We built a chat app, and we didn't have to write any code.